Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Gould, I'm honored to actually represent New Jersey's 3rd Congressional District, which has a beautiful section of shoreline. And when I say New Jersey Shore, yes, yeah. Jersey Shore is filmed in my district. But kind of leading off the last line of questioning, you know, it's my understanding that Fisheries budget has been cut by $12 million under FY10's levels, and land acquisition has increased by over 50 million over FY10's levels. And we just talked about the amount of money recreational fishing costs. I mean, it counts for nearly $38 billion annually. So with fisheries spending being cut, and you just said yourself that it spurs the economy, how are we really, what's the rationale behind this shift from moving fish from fisheries, which we admit, the fishing industry, I have recreational, commercial, right, charter boat, they're all struggling because of that, and we're not supporting the fisheries aspect of it. What is the rationale behind that and that job loss, and how is the land acquisition, the additional 36 or 56 million that we're going to spend in land acquisition, how many jobs is that really going to create?
Well, I'll start with the fisheries. There was a $12.2 million decrease. Of that, $4.2 million were one-time congressional add-ons. There was a one-time expenditure for ecosystem restoration in the Bay Delta ecosystem, which had to do with water issues. That was also a one-time addition to our budget. Approximately 1.9, remember I indicated that there was going to be somewhere around 20, over from now till the end of fiscal year 12, a reduction of $26 million in administrative efficiencies for the fisheries program, approximately that's their share, 1.9 million. The rest of it has to do with mitigation hatcheries. And there's no specific mitigation hatchery in your district, but that is our attempt to implement a user pay concept for mitigation hatcheries that we actually operate, that actually do work for lost services that are result from Corps of Engineers dams, Central Utah Project, TVA, and we've been trying for years and now are making significant progress in actually the people that we are doing that mitigation work for, instead of it come out of our resource management money, it's going to come out of their budgets. And in fact, 2012, we've made almost 4 million of that 6.3 million. We've actually got agreements for that they will continue that work. We agree those hatcheries are incredibly important to the economy. We agree that those hatcheries are incredibly important to hunting and fishing, fishing, and we agree that they're really important to tribal interests too. The only difference is that somebody else is going to be paying for the responsibility we're carrying out for them.
And with that being said, kind of Mr. Duncan touched on it, earlier. You have a $91 million being spent on new visitor centers, and within the hatchery program, many of those facilities are nearing 100 years old. And you're in a budget crisis. Isn't there a better way to really, quite frankly, mission critical projects, a better use of our money, especially in a budget crisis that we're in?
Well, we've found that those visitor centers do a lot in terms of creating awareness of the outdoors and the importance of a natural environment, hunting, fishing, and the like, through those visitor centers. Those visitor centers were developed using ARA funds, as was indicated, and we're making significant progress in getting them done. We picked those visitor centers in areas where we would have a lot of people coming through, so that they would have a better appreciation for fish, wildlife, and their habitats. And we would create a lot of jobs. We have a very standard format that we have for creating these visitor centers, so they're very efficiently built. We got quite a few of them for the $91 million that we spent, and ultimately, after all said and done, maybe in the years to come, they're going to pay off in terms of understanding of wildlife, understanding of the importance of the environment, understanding of conservation, and understanding that the people of this country have both an economic and a cultural responsibility to maintain our fish and wildlife habitat in good order.
Well, with that being said, I just hope every department in the United States government, I know this Congress is making a valiant effort at tightening their belts like all the Americans are doing. I hope your department goes down that path with us as we move towards fiscal sanity. And with that, I yield back, Chairman.